Okay.
Let's just dive right in because we got to go. Things going on. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm wearing my blue blocker glasses because they make me feel smarter. Actually, they keep me from having eye strain, I've noticed. Do your blue blockers keep you from having eye strain?
Yeah.
I have noticed a bit of a difference.
Hashtag ad. Pixel.
Yeah, Alan does an ad for Pixel.
These
are not Pixel.
I'm a Pixel brand ambassador.
These are I Buy Direct. EYE Buy Direct. EYEBUY. I like these a lot. These are the Oliver style from I Buy Direct, which I used to do commercials for them. So there you go. But I have noticed a difference. Alan's blue blockers are also readers, magnifying. Okay, I wasted.
Hello, Linda. Hello, Michael.
I wasted time when Alan was pulling up whatever he's pulling.
Well, hello, Obble Cakes One. That's a new one. Hello, Tammy.
We want to, we know there's a convention going on tonight, and I know a lot of people. Well, you're here with us, and we appreciate that. But we want to watch the convention too. So we're going to give you a good podcast. We're not going to shortchange you. Hopefully you don't feel shortchanged.
Kelly, this is Bill. Hello. Hey, is there a convention on tonight?
Can you believe?
And
I asked Alan if we could just please get started with the podcast.
You see these guys? See what that is? Can you read that?
It's a Tums.
It says
it's a Tums.
Tums.
I'll save y'all the trouble of reading backwards.
And I am popping right now like candy.
Yeah. I'm sure it's my fault somehow. Yeah.
Her cooking's got me all twisted up.
It's not true.
Do me a little sound check.
True. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Test.
Fawn Dilma balls. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Fawn Dilma balls. Pick up the red courtesy phone. Fawn Dilma balls.
Okay, that's enough. I'm really getting tired of those. All right, you ready? You're gonna have chalk mouth and not gonna be able to talk. Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. It's a podcast, and I am Kelly Raspberry Evans. This is my husband and my co-host, and his name is Alan Evans.
Yeah, hello, I'm Alan. A-Train is in the house.
Guess who he's imitating?
Well,
take a wild guess.
Hello, Kelly. Hello, this is Bill. How are you doing? I haven't been on the podcast in a while.
Well, you've been quite busy.
Yeah, I have.
Just got back from the DNC.
We had the DNC, and boy, it was quite a.
It was a hoot.
It was quite a show. It was like a big Zoom almost. Zoom, one of those Zooms everybody's doing.
Yeah.
Hey, can you believe the RNC's on tonight?
The RNC, yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Republican National Convention.
Yes, our friends across the aisle. And
friends.
Yeah.
I'm glad you refer to the Republicans as friends.
Well,
people should be able to work together and
absolutely
and cross political aisles and shake hands and move forward.
Well, I have a lot of friends. I've had a lot of friends over the years. Well, yeah. Well, so can you believe some of the lies they're telling at the RNC?
Like what?
Well, I'm not going to go into it because I know you and Alan do a friendly podcast.
Yeah, we don't like to talk politics too much. It's so divisive, Mr. President.
But can you believe the lies? And one thing I will say.
Which one?
Well, one thing I will say before I leave is I would never tell a lie.
Okay.
Okay.
Was that a lie, Mr. President?
Well, it depends on what the definition of a lie is. What is a lie?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, I'm going to leave.
I'm going to leave now. Thank you. I appreciate it. If my husband could come back. I would imagine it's not the.
Oh, hey, babe.
Hey.
Who was that?
That was former President Bill Clinton.
That was Clinton?
Right. We all are asking ourselves. That was Clinton.
Boy, he's aged a little bit.
A little.
Wow.
A little.
Woo.
But conventions aren't where they used to be. Coronavirus ruined all the conventions. They can't have the big wild parties that they once had. Everybody hanging out in the hotel bar afterwards after the good night of, screaming about the other guy.
Wearing the funny hats.
And lifting up your champions and then go out to the bar and get drunk and whatever happens after that, we're all adults here.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds
Isn't that
like,
what a good convention's about?
sounds like a radio convention.
It's true.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Or a heating and air conditioning convention.
Oh, yeah. The only
Alan used to work in marketing for
oh,
a large heating and air conditioning company.
the only more lewd convention that I've ever been to that's more lewd than a heating and air convention is a radio convention.
Did you go with me to one?
Yeah, you took me up there.
Oh,
and-
Chicago. Yeah. Oh, that was nothing.
Oh, just
That was nothing.
some of the stories they were telling up there.
Okay, stories from back in the day, because now everybody's way more careful and and afraid. But back in the day, the early days when I first got started in radio, and nobody cared about hurting anybody's feelings or being politically correct or lawsuits, it was something else.
The posting up after the conference is a big player.
Yeah, it is,
especially with the boss man. He's a big.
Well, it's everywhere.
He's a big post up after the conference guy.
But that's every conference. That's every
hey,
what do you call it? Convention.
Hi, Kelly. Are you and Alan going to meet me in the bar? Hey, man.
What is this? I feel like I'm at a comedy club with Slappy, the impressionist. What is it?
I've done these before.
I know, but it's like you're just rattling them off tonight, like bam, bam, bam.
You know what? I think my stomach hurts so bad, and before we came on the podcast, I don't know. I put a bottle of Tums to my mouth, and I just kind of just shook it and ate it. I think my stomach hurts so bad, I'm just delirious. Yeah, I don't know what character I'm going to go into next.
Oh, Lord, help us. Well, I do, we do have a lot, to get through on this podcast. And also, I can't wait because I'm going to tell you right now, I am so distracted. There's a mosquito in the house, and I need to go kill it. I'm not going to be able to rest or think about anything else until that mosquito is smashed. So I'm very distracted. So please forgive me if I seem I feel a little frantic inside. I feel a little anxious.
It's a Metallica song, Frantic.
That's the way I'm feeling. I'm feeling a little jitter because I know there's a mosquito out there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if I don't kill it before we go to bed tonight, no rest will be had. Does anybody feel me on that?
Will it stop?
Anybody?
Will it stop sucking if you slap it?
It kills it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was that some sort of dirty joke?
No,
I really don't get.
No, I didn't know if they
Okay,
when they suck the blood, like if you slap it, does it stop sucking?
Well, yeah, because usually you see the blood splatter, and that implies that it's dead.
Okay.
I'm sure that Alan's making a dirty joke there, and I don't get it. So somebody can explain that to me later. Thank you. Now, I don't like to talk a lot of politics on here because I know it's such a divisive subject, but I would hope that we could all agree we want what's best for our country, right?
We do.
And so let me tell you something. I got a text message the other day, and it looked pretty harmless. Okay. It said, "Hi, I'm Whitney. I'm from DB Research with a quick survey.
Whitney.
Would you vote to re-elect President Trump if the election were held today? 1, no, 2, yes." I'm not going to tell you which number I would have pressed, but I came very close to pressing a number. And then I was like, wait a minute. Is this, I don't know.
Which number was my
so
number?
Quick.
You need to press 2.
Yeah, 2 was yes.
Yes.
No.
Vote for me.
Here we go.
And not China.
Slappy the Impressionist is back again.
Yes.
So anyway, it's real quick to Google stuff. So I just Googled DB Research. Is this legit? Well, it turns out, guess what? It was a legitimate research firm. This research firm actually had worked during the Obama administration, when Obama used them a lot to conduct research, on the White House. They're always doing research and polls and seeing, what the country's feeling about this subject or that subject. And now we're in the middle of these conventions. It would be really kind of, I would think, a lot of people are getting these kind of phone calls and texts.
Yeah,
messages.
I've gotten texts and calls. Yeah.
But DB Research says, this ain't us. This ain't us. This isn't their, and I Googled it, and there are a bunch of people, this same Whitney from DB Research or whatever, but comes from different phone numbers. So if I clicked it, there's no telling what I was exposing myself to, right? Whoa. You could be exposing yourself to some hacker. It could have sent me to a link. I don't know. But I didn't respond. I just deleted it and moved on. And I don't think there's any, they can just randomly text numbers. They're just phishing, right? They're
Phishing.
phishing.
Yes.
And if you don't click on it, I don't think there's any harm if they just reach out to your number. I think the harm comes if you respond or click on anything, right? So if it wasn't effective, they wouldn't be doing this. I'm going to tell you, because it was a real, you're passionate about your candidate right now, one way or the other. How easy it's just to press one number and let them know, because you want your voice to be heard. You're like, no, whatever. And in the moment's notice, you like exposed yourself to who knows what, your bank account getting wiped out, your social security number being stolen. I don't know. And thank goodness I'm not going to find out. But come to find out, there was an article I saw on iDrop News that text message scams like this one. So if you get one of these texts, don't click on it. I don't care how bad you want to let them know you love him or hate him. Don't click on it. It's not worth that. Just take care of it in the voting booth. But they're very popular types of phishing attacks because they're difficult to trace, they're easy to do, and they can include malware links right in the text.
Malware.
So if you're not paying attention, you could fall for one without even thinking, because we're so, especially with text messages, we're so quick to respond and get back.
Well, some of us are.
Some of us are. But I'm going to give you the most common and effective phishing attempts happening by text messages right now, so you can be informed and protect yourself, and maybe reach out to your parents.
You got a list?
I do. The top most successful texting scams that people are falling for.
People love lists.
And I thought this political one from DB Research, which is a real company, but not behind this particular survey. I thought maybe political ones would be really, right now they're probably really hot, but these are the typical tried and true ones that
it's kind of a wheels off name for a research company. DB
Well, it's
Research.
for the man's name. I think, David Brown, or I don't remember what it is, but it's just for his man, his name. But first, I want to tell you, before I get to that, very important information, get a pen and get ready to call mom and daddy and tell them not to answer those text messages. First, a few weeks back, I don't know if you remember me talking about, I became a Thrive Market member.
Thrive?
Mm-hmm. Delivering organic, sustainable groceries. They come right to your door. A lot of us trying to eliminate unnecessary runs out to busy places where they make you wear masks and everything's, you're so scared of touching anything, getting germs. Hey, comes right to your door. This is a brilliant idea. More people are getting into it. And I can't imagine, any other subscription service that provides the level of service they do at Thrive Market. Because here's what they do that maybe you won't find in other companies. Let's say you have a special diet, you are paleo, you're keto, you're gluten-free, whatever. You click a box and every product they sell that meets those requirements pops up. So you don't have to read labels. It's already done it for you. If it's important to you that they sell wines at Thrive Market. If you want no pesticide wines, if you want wine that comes from a family-owned winery, if you want wine that comes from a woman-owned winery, click that box.
What about wine not made of grapes?
You might have to start your own website, Alan.
Well, Thrive's on it.
As far as
Thrive will be on it.
Exactly. Meats, if it's important to you that they are, that your cows have been raised in a pasture, that your fish is, roaming free in the ocean, click that box. That's what I love about Thrive Market, because you don't have to read the labels and go through every little thing. Click it. Oh, every single thing I need is here when it comes to things you put on your body, in your body, cleaning your home. Now with Thrive Market, for the first time, I tried that produce spray. I used to just rinse it off underwater thinking I was doing a good enough job. No, I was not.
I used to not rinse it at all.
Alan still doesn't sometimes. I have to go behind him.
I'm organic, but I'm glad we have Thrive now.
I am too.
I got clean vegetables.
And, with Thrive Market, as a member, you get the products you love. Your paid membership provides every time you buy a membership, if you get a paid membership tonight, they're going to provide a free one for someone in need, like a low-income family, a teacher, a veteran, or a first responder. They tailor to over 70 different diets and values. They deliver the highest quality, organic, and sustainable essentials, like I was telling you, groceries, cleaning products, beauty, health. And as a member, I'm saving 25 to 50% off traditional retail prices, and their carbon neutral shipping is free on orders over $49. So even during this time of COVID-19, Thrive Market has raised over $750,000 to date through their relief fund. It's really a great company.
And you can go to thrivemarket.com/sandwich now Join today and you'll get a free gift of your choosing up to $22 in value. That's thrivemarket.com/sandwich. Thrive is THRIVE. Market.com/sandwich to get your risk-free membership and get a free gift today. Thrivemarket.com/sandwich.
All right. So let's get to these text messages that scammers find the most effective. And they've given the top 7.
So wait a second. I donated to, before you do this, I donated to one of the 2 political parties. Oh, I guess there's more than 2.
Yeah, there are legitimate ones out there.
Yeah.
There are legitimate ones.
Freaking Kanye's got a party, right?
But if you want to, a quick Google search.
No,
usually,
wait, can I finish?
Oh, I thought that was your question.
No, that was okay. I donated to one of these parties, and now I'm getting 5, 6, 10 text messages a day.
Wanting more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's in political season.
But yeah, but I don't know. Are they legit?
Well,
I
here you go.
yeah, give it to me.
Google.
Give it to me.
All right. So from iDrop News, okay, they say the number 7th most popular of these text phishing scams is the one with delivery text from shipping carriers. We've all been home with coronavirus. We've been having more things shipped to us. We order online. And because we're getting more deliveries these days, that's why there's a rise in these types of texts. You get something, it says it's from UPS or FedEx. You ordered something, I've ordered stuff from Target before, but it'll come through a UPS, shipping tracking. So you might think, well, I don't know. I did order something. I don't remember what. And you click on it, or it'll say, you need to set a delivery preference or fill out a survey or, get this fake shipment tracker. Don't respond in any way to a text about shipping. Don't click on any link within that text. Instead, go directly to the carrier online.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go to ups.com or whatever.
FedEx.com.
Don't ever click on the link inside the text when it comes to anything shipping.
What if you've
It might be legitimate.
Yeah, but you can sign up for text notifications on FedEx and UPS.
You can.
Wow.
But that's why it's so effective.
That could jack you up.
Right? So go to the source.
Yeah.
Number 6, the 6th most effective is a message from your bank about a closed or a compromised account.
I never click on nothing that comes from through the text about a bank. Yeah.
Because, it's really scary. Let's say you're out and you're having a great time and suddenly you look down at your phone because you got a text and it says your account has been hacked or your account's about to be closed. You're panicked. You're not really thinking, especially if you've had a cocktail, you're out with the friends. So you don't think twice about maybe you just need to confirm your PIN number.
All we need is your social security and your mother's maiden name.
Right. Or the PIN number would be like the easiest, right? Well, these texts look like they come from a traditional bank or from PayPal, but they are just phishing for your personal information. Banks do, this is according to iDrop News, they do sometimes send text messages if you sign up for them, but they use these to confirm credit card activity. Like, are you sure this was you?
Yeah.
But still, if that's the case, don't click on the link in the text. Go directly to the source. Open your laptop and go to the source. I think the underlying message on most of these is don't ever click any link within a text.
Go to the Citibank.com or CapitalOne.com.
Yes. Number 5, a text from an old friend. Right? This is a random text and it looks like some casual friend. And maybe they're like, hey, haven't seen you a while, but I want to catch up with you. And maybe it's a link to a social media account, or maybe it's like, oh my gosh, this is the funniest video. You got to see it. They say it's a pretty effective way of getting people to click, because if you have a huge list of contacts, you don't always remember all the people you used to hang out with way back in the day. Maybe it's somebody from college or something. But the key here is to take a moment to check the number that sent that text messages. It's probably weird. Like it's got a bunch of zeros and ones and stuff. And also check the verbiage. The wording of the message could be off, because a lot of these are from foreign countries that English is not their first language.
What countries?
I don't know. There's a lot from, are there a lot from Ethiopia? And
Good eye, mate.
Yeah, I walked right into that one.
You did.
All right, number 4, text from your same area code. This is a very common one. I'm always getting calls from numbers that start with my same area code and like the first 3 numbers of my phone number. So it
I'm
looks
always-
like it's coming from your area.
I'm
It's
always
a
getting
spam
damn
call.
calls from Granbury and
Exactly.
St. Louis.
It's all spam. It's all spam calls.
Yeah.
They say it's a tried and true scam where you get a call or text from the same area code as your phone. And if you're not paying attention, it's easy to assume it's a relative or a close friend that changed their number or isn't in your contacts, or maybe a local business calling or something like that. But don't respond, even to mess with them. Don't even mess with them. Because I know JC that I work with on the Kid Craddock show,
man.
if he gets phone calls from telemarketers, he'll mess with them. But it's not worth going back and forth in texting.
My dad does that too.
Because they're hoping you will do that.
Mm.
Yes.
Through text or on the phone or
through
both?
Texting.
Okay.
Because guess what? If you text back, it could actually be going to an international number. And then you're going to be hit with all these ridiculous hidden fees through their carrier, these long distance international providers. It's all a scam.
This is part of the dark web.
You. Alan, this is the number 4 most popular way.
Is this part of the dark web?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. These scams may give themselves away by trying multiple times throughout the day with different numbers. So, but I've noticed it from like these same numbers. I'll get like 3 or 4, like I get pummeled, but I never answer if I don't know what it is with these phone calls. But they're dangerous because they can also often pretend to be important news or family emergencies or things of that nature because they think you're instinctively, if you think someone's in trouble that you love, that you're going to respond. Number 3, service confirmation texts. Pretending to be from all sorts of online services, promising notifications from apps like Uber or Craigslist, dating sites like Tinder and other social dating platforms and things like that. But they're all going to try to get you to click on a link. Just delete it and move on. All right. Texts from the IRS, as we have been told repeatedly, the IRS is not going to call you and they're not going to text you.
They send you a letter.
They will send you a letter.
A very official letter.
And also you kind of got to be careful about some of the letters. They're getting really crafty at that too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. They said 2020 has been a ripe year for IRS phishing texts, which may claim anything from having your stimulus check. We're holding your stimulus check to warning you that your tax return was not filed properly with the delay and the filing and everything. The IRS is not sending texts. They are certainly not asking for personal financial information. Check the status of your taxes, your refund, your stimulus checks, or anything at irs.gov. All right. And number 1,
good tip.
The most popular way they're texting you to try to get you to click on something is telling you you want a prize. People want something.
That's the cheese, huh?
Yep.
And we're just rats.
They usually promise gift cards from popular companies like Amazon or Walmart, or they announce you've won a cash award. But guess what? Click on that. There's a little malware link included.
Malware?
The text is trying to get you to click the link because you're not thinking, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to the Bahamas. Click. And then it remains, the most common popular scam because it works. So if you didn't sign up for a giveaway or a raffle, don't believe you won something just because, hey, it's your lucky day.
So wait a second. In the last 10 minutes, Kelly Raspberry Evans said the word phishing, malware. What was that other one you just said? The dark web.
You said the dark web.
But,
that was
but then you said it also in response.
I did respond.
I don't think I've ever heard you say those words.
Well, there you go.
That's good content, babe. You know the ones that really fake me out, and this is why I hope a lot of you may have tried to message me in Facebook before. I hardly ever respond to anything in Facebook Messenger because there's so much phishing stuff going on in Facebook Messenger too.
You mean like bots and things like that?
Yeah, it looks like it's coming from your friend, but it's not.
A hot broad, a hot chick.
A hot broad?
I don't know.
A broad? What is this, 1940? A broad?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me in your Bill Clinton voice?
Oh, hello. You want to get that going again?
No. No, but
those fake me out.
Right. I don't respond. I mean, being on the radio and with the podcast, I do respond to a good amount of DMs. I can't respond to everybody. But some of them no, I just can't. And some of them look kind of suspicious. I don't click on them. I don't respond.
I get suspicious DMs all the time.
Yeah, especially when they write you like 50 times, hey, hi,
Yeah, right.
hello, hey.
No,
Hey,
I do
it's like
bits with
50 of
them.
them. And I'm like, I'm not responding to
I
that.
do Star Wars bits with them.
I know, but see, if you're messing with them, you might be exposing yourself to trouble. Like
Maybe.
I said with the previous
Yeah.
text message, you know,
Well,
it could be now through social media. I don't know if you're exposing yourself.
Maybe I am. I don't know.
Maybe there is a way to get into your computer. I don't know.
Because I had another jack nut the other day on Instagram. I noticed he followed me, and I look at it. I'm like, well, hot damn, that guy looks a lot like me. Well, it was me that he had it in the profile photo. So
he followed you. That's bold.
Bold.
That hasn't happened.
Yeah,
before.
he had like 1 post and 8 followers. So I click on the profile. He's following me. I report it as impersonation. I block him, and then freaking Instagram. About 3 hours later, it says we have reviewed this profile. We have not found it to be against community standards. You know, Instagram is a place where freedom of expression is encouraged, and blah blah bullshit. I mean, the guy's using my pictures. How is that freedom of expression?
I know. They probably, can you imagine the amount of complaints and reports Instagram has to go through on a day, that some of the stuff kind of slips through? Mm. They figure this guy's got 1 follower or 7 followers. I don't know. Let it go. It's still bad. But Alan.
It's annoying.
For some reason, Alan is in that system of profile pictures that are used by scammers. I saw a whole episode on Dr. Phil about that.
What did Dr. Phil say?
Well, there was this woman, an older woman. She was a widow and she was lonely. And she gave away her life savings, her retirement money, to these 3 different men, and had to come out of retirement and go back to work to earn more money to ship to these men. They were all scamming her. And it's sad. And, he had to basically, the men would lie to her and say, I want to come meet you, sweetheart. And they'd say all this lovey-dovey language. I want to come meet you, but, I've been in this terrible car accident. And now I'm in a hospital. Something always prevented it from happening. And so Dr. Phil, and this was like over in England or Russia or something. So he sent a reporter over there to go to the hospital. The man said he was, because they always pick legitimate places, right? And the guy went to the hospital. There was no record of anybody by that name having been there ever under that circumstance. So it was really sad.
You got to be careful online.
She lost everything.
And I can't tell you how many, I'd say in the last 3 or 4 years, I'd say there have been 10 women that have contacted me that didn't know who in the hell I was. And they're like, is your name Alan? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I've been talking to this guy who's been using your pictures, and I've been talking to him for months, years. And I gave him money.
I know, it's bad.
Like, I'm sorry.
And they don't care. They don't care about your sob story. Their whole goal is to get you to fall in love with them and trust them and feel sorry for them. And they will wipe you out.
That's wrong, man.
It's awful.
That is wrong.
It's awful.
It really
sad.
Feels sleazy when they're using your pictures.
I know. I get it. The worst that ever happened. And I don't know that anybody's using my picture, but I've told the story before that somebody was using, when I had Emma Kelly, when she was just a baby, they were using Emma Kelly's pictures, and it was a woman, and she was posting anything I posted. She created a separate account, was posting pictures of my daughter.
That's sick.
And claiming that she was very ill and that her baby died.
Good grief.
And it was Emma Kelly. And I was very upset.
I bet.
I was very upset because I'm thinking, if she's that crazy, what lengths is she going to go to prove that that's her daughter? Does she know me? Does she know where I live? Is this, but, people, a lot of listeners are the ones that notified me about it. They recognized Emma Kelly, and they got her turned in and suspended. But it's scary. It's scary what lengths people will go to for attention or to get money.
Oh, speaking of Dr. Phil. So I'm standing with Kelly in the kitchen the other night. I think it was last night. And she's on the phone texting, and she was like really heads down, and I wasn't really saying much. I'm like, hey, babe, who are you texting? She's like, oh, Dr. Phil. I'm like, what?
I love him.
What did he say? What's going on?
He was
texting
just
Dr. Phil.
Well, he was
dime.
Well,
you could have just said some doctor, but then you said,
why would I say some doctor?
Dr. Phil.
Why would I say so? I'm very honest and open with you
about I know.
All my
I know.
Intimate interactions.
It was just, I don't know, just caught me off guard, Dr. Phil. And then the first thing I wanted was Kelly can do a Dr. Phil impersonation.
Well, I don't know. I can't.
Oh, come
No,
on.
come on, Slappy. You
No,
do it.
I don't.
Oh,
Well, give me a saying and I can do it.
I don't know. I can't do Dr. Phil.
What'd you say? There's something, a
You
bullfrog?
said something
About a bullfrog
no,
or
you
something?
can't. I don't say the F word, but you can't fart on a rock and expect to get oil or something like that. I don't know.
Come
Dr.
on.
Phil-isms. I don't want to.
Okay, well, do share.
I don't want to. This isn't a night of 1,000 voices.
It is when your stomach hurts and you've been eating a half bottle of Pepto-Bismol. It's the only thing I can do.
No, but just really quick, just
make
to
it not hurt.
just so everybody thinks something weird.
Oh, is this a peek
going
behind the
on.
kimono?
It's not that big of a peek. Dr. Phil's
Oh.
son, Jay, is involved in an organization that wants to do some charity work and have kids be the beneficiary. So Dr. Phil was just doing a text saying, "Hey, Jay, this is Kelly." That's what that was about.
Wow.
So it's about charity benefiting kids. It had
Wow.
nothing to do with my love for Dr.
Wow.
Phil.
Biggest celebrity I got on my phone is Big Al Mack. You've got Dr. Phil.
No, you've got one bigger than Big Al.
Who?
Me.
Well, you're my wife.
Dime. I dropped that dime and you didn't pick it up.
That was a good one.
All right.
Oh gosh, I'm dying.
So anyway, hopefully I can tell y'all more about that in the near future, but it's still kind of like in the development stage. I love to tell y'all all my business, but you know. Hey, you've heard us talk before about Brooklinen.
Yes.
They've been a longtime supporter of the podcast, best sheets ever, hotel quality without paying that ridiculous markup. Well, not only are they the home of the internet's favorite sheets, but their towels are also really amazing. They give you, your daily routines, just a little something extra. And the thing about Brooklinen towels is you can choose your level of plushness. Some people really like the thicker and fluffier, the better. Some, want it not so much fluff, right? I'm kind of like a middle fluff kind of girl. But the whole part about Brooklinen is the towels are luxurious, they are absorbent, they are extra soft. And we've been looking for ways, to update our house, make it feel, we're spending more time at home.
Homey?
Let's make everything as luxurious as possible because we're going to be spending a lot more time here. So if you want to turn your bathroom into a miniature spa, check out Brooklinen's towels. They will help you find your zen. And again, with Brooklinen, you've got that guarantee. They have a lifetime guarantee. So you need to check those out. If you've gotten the sheets, you trust they're the best when it comes to sheets. Trust them when it comes to towels.
And Brooklinen is the perfect place to find all the comforts for home, including ultra soft towels that Kelly was talking about. They're so confident in their product that everything comes with a lifetime warranty.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long time, babe. Use promo code Kelly. Okay. Kellie for 10% off your first order at brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com. Promo code Kelly. KELLIE. Brooklinen. Everything you need to live your most comfortable life.
And I love being comfortable.
Yeah, you do.
Alan teases me about that.
What do you mean?
He's gotten the kids involved in this teasing as well. They're like, what does Kelly like? What does Kelly like, Dylan? Flavor. I'm like, who doesn't? Why wouldn't you want to eat something that has good flavor?
For some reason, they think your two most important things in life are comfort and flavor. So we'll be sometimes Cole and I will be sitting there, just the two of us, and he'll say, "Hey, Daddy." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Who's the mayor of Flavor Town?" And I said,
"It ain't Guy Fieri."
And I said, "Guy Fieri." He's like, "No, Kelly."
Yeah. Speaking of Guy Fieri, that's the joke. Is we went to Guy Fieri's restaurant.
That's how this started.
That's how it started.
Right.
In Cancun at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
If you're ever killing time at the airport, you're in Cancun. You're very familiar. There's only a couple of places there you can eat, sit down in a restaurant. One of them is Guy Fieri's. Mm-hmm. And we ordered because we've eaten to our bellies are about to burst at, these resorts where it's all you can eat or whatever. But you're at the airport. It's like, what else you got to do? You got 2 hours to kill. Let's eat some more.
Eat more. Get even more blimpish.
We're like, let's not order a big heavy meal. Let's just order a big thing of trash can nachos.
Yeah, trash can nachos.
So we go to the trash can nachos at Guy Fieri's.
Sour cream cheese, pickled jalapenos,
and beans.
Yeah.
Okay. So here comes, it's literally a trash can, a miniature trash can, and the waiter who was loving working at the Guy Fieri's airport restaurant comes up.
No, wait a second. You don't think we're ever going to have a guy on the show, do you?
No.
Okay.
So even if we are, I'd still tell him, you need to check with that guy at the Cancun airport.
Okay.
He was not being a very good representative of Flavortown.
Okay.
Because he set the trash can down the table.
Uh-huh.
And, you work at a restaurant, certain things you have to say. It's the company line. He said, welcome to Flavortown.
Yeah.
Flatter than that.
Yeah.
I'm even giving him more credit.
Yeah.
For emotion.
And then he pulls the thing, the metal thing off the top of the nachos that was kind of holding them together. And then they all just kind of,
right.
Just kind of.
That's the big presentation. He lifts the trash can off. The nachos are supposed to delicately fall. And he says, welcome to Flavortown.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there was no flavor in that town. They were probably the most bland nachos I've ever had.
So Kelly, for the next,
I complained about it.
I don't know, maybe for the next 2 weeks, went on and on and
He's
on
exaggerating
about Guy Fieri's nachos at the Cancun airport and how there was no flavor.
Town.
They didn't have any flavor. Can you believe those nachos we got? They didn't have any flavor. Paid $22.99 for those nachos.
Well, you know what it is. You know how it is when you go, it's going to be your last big thing you're going to eat because as soon as you get home, you're starting your diet because you were on vacation and ate like a pig the whole time. You can't wait to get home and start your diet. So that's the last thing, the last bad, good thing I was supposed to put in my mouth. And it didn't have any flavor. There's the problem. Mm-hmm. And from that point on, the kids have teased me about who likes flavor more than Kelly? And Kelly likes to be comfortable, like their dad says.
Or lots of condiments, too.
I do like a condiment.
Yeah, I
like a condiment.
Our whole family, we're Captain Condiment.
Helen.
We're Condiment Family of the Year.
He's eating pretty simply right now, meat and vegetables. But I want him to, I want him to have lots of flavor. So I'll set out salt, pepper, and garlic salt, and Slap Your Mama. And we have this Lowry's Season All Salt. So I have all that sitting out.
Yeah.
Then I'll give him a choice of ranch dressing. We also have this delicious sriracha ranch dressing that we got from Trader Joe's.
Yeah, we got a lot of condiments.
I got him an Italian to try, but maybe he wants that Walden Farms 0 calorie. We have some of that. So I have him like 7 different dressings, about 7 different dry seasonings to choose from, bacon bits, as well as salad toppings.
Just give me salt,
spray butter.
Give me salt, pepper, and ranch. I mean, that's all I needed.
But yeah, and then he grabs salt, pepper, ranch, and he's like, "Okay, I'm good." But you had options.
But the reason I'm struggling tonight, I mean, I've got the worst stomach cramp right now. Kelly made me this chicken sausage last night, and it was red.
It was not raw.
It was red.
It was.
How do we know it wasn't raw?
Because you saw it. You saw me cook it and you saw me cut it open and you said, put it in there for about another minute. And I did. It was red because
it's got me all twisted up.
It was seasoned with beets, apparently.
Beets?
Beets. It was on the.
Wonderful.
That's what the guy came out and told us. That's why it's so red, because it was seasoned with beets.
Wonderful.
And it was a sweet sausage, and he assumes that's why he's had stomach cramps. But let me tell you, there were a lot more things Alan put in his belly than my beef chicken sausage.
Like what?
You had a bunch of those shishito peppers.
Oh, yeah.
Which can be upsetting.
And I dipped those in that sriracha sauce.
Exactly.
Oh.
You went to Starbucks and loaded up. There's no telling how much
I had
stomach acid you had from all that coffee.
I had about 4 coffees today.
Okay.
I had 2 this morning. I had 2 this morning, and then I went to Starbucks to work. I had 2 more.
You've got caffeine overload. You're probably sick from all the caffeine. Why. And on top of that, you're taking a buttload of vitamins right now.
Oh,
I took a lot of vitamins today, and honestly, I should have spaced them out. Because I'm trying different things. I'm not doing an ad. I'm trying to take a more natural approach to some of my issues with my brain. And I'm reading all this stuff. So I think I took too many pills in one setting.
I thought you hated taking pills.
I do, but I don't like losing my mind.
Well, yeah. Too late. And then you got me Chick-fil-A tonight, the spicy chicken.
You asked for it.
I'm lurching. I'm having a hard time.
So you can blame my beet chicken sausage if you want.
I think it was the beet chicken sausage that was medium rare.
It was not medium rare. It's fine.
You were going to set the house on fire with those sriracha peppers, though. I mean, I almost ran and got a freaking fire extinguisher.
Look, I am not great in the kitchen. I come from a long history of great Southern cooks.
And Southern cooks will cook it till there's no life left in it.
And I am just not good. I will follow a recipe to the T, and it just doesn't work. And on the package of the shishito peppers, it said, put about a tablespoon of olive oil, get the pan heated on high, and then blister the peppers.
And when you asked your husband, what did he say?
Fresh salt, and you're done.
What did your husband say?
You said you're setting the house on fire. The pan's about to start.
You asked me about the shishitos. I said medium to medium.
That's not what the package said. It said on high after heating your olive oil.
Well, we have this.
And that's what I did.
I understand.
And the whole thing started smoking.
Yeah. And Kelly doesn't have the fan on either.
But they're not blistered yet.
So one thing you got to understand about Evans Manor is we got this big Buck Rogers freaking commercial grade stove.
That was the previous owner. That was not me.
You could run a damn restaurant out of our kitchen.
I couldn't.
I mean, that stove is hellacious.
I couldn't.
I mean, you turn that SOB on high.
Because it said to. It said to.
And then you were doing them in this little tiny pan.
It was a big pan. Don't you make that stuff up. It was not a small pan. It was fine. But they weren't blistering, and then
y'all bickering too much.
Had a fire.
I don't like it when you always bicker.
We're not bickering.
Makes me tense.
This isn't bickering.
I'll show you bickering.
Go back about 2 or 3 podcasts ago if you want to hear
Which
bickering.
one? Which one?
Don't get me started.
Oh, whatever. Which one?
No. Do you have a letter or anything you said you wanted to get to?
Yeah, I do actually.
Is there a Kelly's clap back just to put a nice big cherry on top of this flavorless?
No, we don't have a Kelly's clap back. I mean, I think I have kind of a maybe we would call it a peek behind the kimono. Kind of made me a little self-conscious. So I wouldn't call it a clap back. It was just something that my wife said that kind of made me feel like, okay.
Does that make you feel bad about yourself?
A little bit.
Really?
Yeah. So so I come out of the back room. Kelly's just sitting there, just like
back room.
Well, not bedroom. Like we do here at Evans Manor. There's a lot of kind of wandering around from room to room, a lot of hands on hip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that. Do y'all do that? I'll walk into a room and I'll just stare at it for a while and think, what else can I do in here?
Yeah.
You do that too, right?
So then I decided to go into the pool bathroom. We have a bathroom right off the pool. It's used for people who swim in the pool.
Yeah, just come in there and pee and go back out.
So anyway, I use that bathroom a lot. And of course the dogs follow me in there. So I come out of the bathroom and Kelly says, oh gosh, I thought the pool came on. That was just you peeing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, what?
That made you feel bad about yourself?
Well, yeah. That made me feel like, what am I, like a hippo? Do I sound like an elephant at the zoo peeing? I mean, why did you think the pool came on?
Because it sounded like there's a timer on our pool
like
where the
garden
water comes
hose?
on, and it's like the waterfall. And I guess because it keeps the pool circulating or something. And I thought it came on, but it was just Alan relieving himself.
So you thought me peeing was the waterfall?
Yeah. I'm sorry that made you feel bad about yourself.
It really should make me feel good about it.
Right. I thought a strong stream was a good thing for a man.
I've told Kelly kind of, here's a real peek behind it.
Why should we tell all this?
Well, I've told Kelly before, like the boys will go in the bathroom and it is so loud.
Because they're just little boys.
Oh, it sounds like, seriously.
Like you.
No, like you turn the garden hose up on high and then you're just spraying it on concrete. You know that sound?
Yeah.
And they come out and I'm like, wow, man, I'm kind of jealous of that flow you got.
Well, I complimented your flow and you felt that. And that makes no sense.
You get to be my age and that flows, it slows down.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
You're standing there for 5 minutes. As much water as I drink too. I mean, I drink a lot of water.
Yeah, you do.
That increases your flow. That's why I try.
Good to know. Good to know.
What?
I don't know. Just get to the letters.
Oh, God.
I got a mosquito to kill.
Sorry, babe. I got off track here. Okay. Let's see what we got here, babe. We got one from Connor. Connor says, oh, okay. Well, The subject is
Please don't use my name.
in reference to ... fart.
Oh, I hate that word.
Hi, guys. I just finished the newest episode, and I wanted to share something my family has in common with Kelly's. She mentioned that she cannot stand the word fart. Well, my grandmother, who I called honey, absolutely hated it and wouldn't let us say it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying the word fart, she used the term fummy. I'll use it in a sentence. Did you just make a fummy? If so, you need to go sit on the toilet until something happens.
Aw, honey.
I can't tell you how many times my brother and I heard that phrase when we were little. Just wanted to share our family's alternative for the F word, fart. Love you guys, Connor.
And you're just doing that to be annoying to me.
Fummy. I may start using funny.
We said step on a frog and toot and poot.
My mom said blow a bomb.
Yeah, well, that sounds harsh coming from your mother, actually.
Blow a bomb?
Well, she's so, dainty and, I would think she would say something like you fluffed or something.
Yeah.
Blew a bomb.
Yeah. Me and my dad were big culprits. Okay, here's one.
And my mother Price, this is odd. I didn't realize, this is too much information.
Oh, come on, we share it all. Pull it back.
This might not be too gross.
No, reveal it.
It might not be too gross, but I thought this was the word for, going number 2.
Yeah?
She called it a boo-bah.
A what?
Do you need to go boo-bah? And so I thought it was called, and my mother, because her mother called it boo-bah, we called it, I need to go boo-bah. Does anybody else do that, or is that just us? And then when I got older, I realized when I said boo-bah, people would look at, that doesn't come up a lot in conversation.
Right.
But
except on this podcast.
But then I remember I was at a store one time and there was a collection of dolls or something, and they were called the boo-bahs. I'm like,
whoa.
Why would they? And then I realized, I think in that moment, oh my gosh, my mother Price just made that up.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as boo-bah.
She was coming up with something family friendly.
Yeah, there you go. Y'all are free to use it. I think it was cute.
Yeah, parents make stuff.
I should have. I didn't use that with Emma Kelly though. I didn't use that with her. I didn't say, "Do you need to go boo-bah?" I said, "You need to go poo."
Yeah,
poop.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, there you go.
Here's another one from Lauren. Subject: I love you guys.
I love you.
I love you, Lauren. Love you desperately. Good morning. I just wanted to email you guys and say that I absolutely love you guys. You remind me so much of my husband and I, and it cracks me up. I've been listening to the Kid Craddock Morning Show, nationally syndicated, for almost 15 years.
Thank you.
It's a good customer. And I listen to Love Letters to Kelly. And I'm currently trying to train my 3-year-old lab, so I feel your pain when it comes to training. Haha. But I'm working on my own blog and my own brand, and it would mean so much to me if you and Kelly would like my Facebook page and read my blogs.
Okay.
Hey, we'll do better than that. We'll read your letter on the podcast, Lauren.
And tell everybody else to go check it too.
Share some feedback, and if you feel it's good enough, then share. I'm a mom of 5 boys, 3 are stepsons, parentheses, bonus kids, and my blog is about that. Being a stepmom, a mom, and wife. It would mean so much to me to have you guys read it. It's called Boutiques to Boogers, and I'm on Facebook as Lauren Crawford. I'm also on Instagram. Anyways, I just love you too. It would mean a lot, and I'm shooting my shot. Thank you, and I love you guys desperately. Sincerely,
happy to
Lauren.
share that. Boutiques to Boogers.
Boutiques to Boogers. Go check it out. I'm going to check it out.
Is that the name of her Instagram as well, or is her Instagram her name?
That is unclear with the information I provided.
Lauren?
It's her name is Lauren Conrad.
Conrad?
Lauren Crawford. Did I say Conrad?
You did?
Every time?
No, just that one time.
Oh, okay. Lauren Crawford.
Lauren Crawford. Okay, we're going to go check that out. Y'all go check it out.
Yeah. Okay. Here's another letter from Lori. Lori, subject? It's the emoticon with the wide eyes and the kind of red cheeks, like the wow emoticon. Going, oh.
Okay.
Yeah. After listening to Alan, she launches right into it. After listening to Alan tell about the air quote incident where the woman attempted to scam him outside of Snappy's.
Yeah.
I relayed the story to my husband at dinner that night. I didn't even know he was listening to me tell him about my friends.
Okay, if y'all don't remember a couple weeks, a podcast or two ago, where a woman drove up to Alan. He was in a parking lot, and she was a Black woman, and she had her children in the car. And she said, "Excuse me, I just had an incident in the store." It was what was it? She said something about how somebody said something about the color of her skin. And
yeah, make a long story short, she told me that her card was declined in a Walmart, and she saw me, and her son who was with her saw me, and they said, ask him if he would make fun of us, because they said that the people at Walmart were making fun of them because their card was declined.
Okay. It was because they were Black too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they were like, well, there's a white guy, ask him, and, restore my faith in humanity. And ended up asking for money, even though she said she wasn't going to ask.
No,
right?
Now, to be fair, she never asked me for anything.
There's an art to that.
I know, but if you go back and listen to the podcast, I actually ran to the ATM and got her the money. She never asked me for anything. Okay. But let's see what Lori says here. She says, I didn't know my husband was even listening to me tell him about my friends. But today he called me to tell me that he had just parked his black truck, coincidence, I have a black truck, at an office building in Coppell when a smallish SUV, that was the same in my case.
Coppell's probably about a good 20 minutes away.
Pretty far from here.
30 minutes.
Yeah. Pulled up next to him. There was a female in the driver's seat, a younger female in the passenger seat who never looked up. That was the same in my case. And except I think it was a boy.
A young man.
Yeah. And a couple of kids in the back seat. That was the same in my case. She says, the following conversation took place. The driver says, excuse me, sir, can you help me? Her husband says, I hope so. The driver says, as you can see, I am a Black woman. And the husband is like, huh?
Well, so that's the same thing the woman did to you, basically.
Yeah. And he immediately recalls his wife telling him the story on the podcast. She goes on, she says, I was just trying to buy groceries at Market Street and my card was declined. I was hoping you could help me.
Same story, different store.
Husband, who she says he's 100% sucker and does keep cash in his wallet. He says, I'm sorry, I'm really busy and I have to take care of another problem right now. And then the driver says, okay. And so Lori says, Alan, you saved us hundreds of dollars today.
Hundreds.
Well, I didn't give hundreds, but maybe your husband's more generous than I would have been. She says, I guess she moves around the Metroplex to avoid detection. I gave my husband several optimal responses when he told me about the incident. Oh, wait, isn't that the daughter in the passenger seat that wiped out your bank account last week? I already gave you money last week. She has some responses that she could have kind of like busted her on. But she says, let's just pray she gets her life in order and leaves children out of her stories. I've loved listening to Kelly for years. I'm older than her, so no offense intended. She just goes on and on about Kelly. She's a delight, one of a kind, gift to Kid Nation, and I'm so happy she found the love of her life.
Me.
No, thanks.
Oh, I thought you meant she found the love of her life in me.
No.
Oh, she thought you. She was talking about you. Okay.
I thought
she loved me.
Well, okay.
Well, she does.
I thought she was.
This is the thing. Yeah. There's scams out there. There's people out there holding signs on the side of the road. Some of them are in desperate need. Some of them are not. How do you know who's the scam artist and who's telling the truth? How do you know? But like I told Alan, when he gave that money, and I don't think he still told me exactly how much it was, that God rewards the cheerful giver.
It was more than 20 and less than 100.
I guess about 50 then. And he's, going to reward your generous spirit. I do not like the fact that she was setting an example for those kids that this is how you can make some easy money, kids. I don't like that. I
swear when that was happening to me, I swear that I never thought that she was
scamming you.
I really didn't.
I always think somebody's scamming me.
But now that I read Lori's letter, I'm like, that's too much of a coincidence.
I always think somebody's scamming me.
That's too much of a coincidence.
I've even told him before, I was like, if I just give you $20, will you go away? I've done that before because you start feeling kind of like they're not going to leave until I give them money. They're not. And so it becomes like, now I'm starting to get really anxious and upset. If I give you $20, will you just go away? So.
Okay. Here's one more letter from.
That made me a bad person.
No. From Dee Dee. She says, subject, podcast number 185. 185.
I can go look it up real quick if you want.
185. What are we on now? 250,
I have no
260?
idea.
I think it's 260.
Well, did she give some clues about what it was about?
Yeah, I'm going to get into the
go
letter
ahead.
here. She wrote me a letter. It says, "Hello, Kelly and Alan. I'm a longtime listener, 16 plus years
Thank you.
of the Kid Craddock Morning Show, nationally syndicated." That's a good customer right there. "I can tell you the exact time and moment I found out about Kid. It still breaks my heart.
I know.
I've always wanted to explore the world of podcast and decided to start with a sandwich and some Lovin. I am a first grade teacher, and when my virtual school ended in June, I started listening with episode 1, and I am now currently to 185.
Girl.
Wow, Dee Dee, that is freaking awesome.
Dee Dee.
1 to 185, June. What are we in now? This August? Good.
Well,
night.
we're in, almost September.
A lot of Kelly Raspberry Evans and the Kid right there. I decided to write because Alan mentioned his mother's birthday and not sure when her actual day is. And that's true. I'll remind everybody why here in a second. We have a few things in common. My mother was born in Okinawa and my father's from Georgia. How about that? We celebrate my mom's birthday in May because her mother told her she was born around a festival that was around that time. Her records were destroyed in the World War II with the Battle of Okinawa. Eventually, she was given a birthday of March 30, 1940 for all her records. So her driver's license has this date on it. And
it's just a guess.
It's just kind of a guess. She says she hasn't been to Okinawa, hadn't been there since she was 4, but it was really great that she got to see the other side of the family. And she says, if I get a chance to go to the Philippines, I definitely should. She says her birthday is April 27th, 1967, right after Kelly.
Yeah, I'm April 13th, 67.
I too struggled with infertility after the birth of my daughter, so she's a blessing from God. As I listen to this podcast, I too do not like dressing up for Halloween.
Maybe it's just something about people born in 1967.
Maybe it's a Taurus thing.
I'm an Aries.
Is what Dee Dee says. Even though I have been listening to past podcasts, it brings back memories because some of the stories I can remember hearing them on the radio show. I enjoy listening and trying to catch up. My listening time will slow down now that we're going to get back to school in San Antonio. My BFF lives in Keller, and we're planning to come try Oaked Barbecue Restaurant soon. And we're so excited to have something to look forward to. Good. I appreciate your buffoonery and banter. Continue banting? What is banting?
I guess I bet that's a word.
And who's Lauren Conrad? And continue to do
From
what
the
you
hills.
do. Many blessings, Dawn Albert, San Antonio, Texas.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Oh, but my mom was born in the Philippines, but it was during the war. And it was actually when the Japanese they occupied the Philippines.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of stuff going down. So yeah, she doesn't have, an exact date. I'm not sure how they determined that or if they ever did find her birth certificate, but we celebrated on October 27. But she's told us before she's not completely sure if that's the right date.
Also Simon LeBon's birthday.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
How about that?
Yes, I loved Duran Duran when I was a teenage girl. That's why I don't give my daughter too much grief about Harry Styles. She's obsessed. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Oaked, since she brought it up, that gives us the opportunity to talk a little bit about that. The barbecue restaurant that we've got, the chef Mike Lane, is going to be opening up hopefully before the end of September. That's the goal now. And we actually had some members of our podcast family. 2
of our very best customers from Savannah, Georgia.
Karen
and Amy.
Sisters.
Yeah.
Who decided they wanted to take a road trip. And they came to Texas. And they went to Waco. Everybody comes to Texas, wants to go to Waco, hoping to see Chip and Joanna. Let me know if that ever happens. They also went to San Antonio. Mm-hmm. And they let Alan know, because he's the one that answers all the podcast emails. I don't know how to check that account, but that they were coming by and they wanted to just, they wanted to see the restaurant.
You wanted to see the restaurant.
So we went by last weekend and gave them a little quick tour.
Yeah.
And they're going to come back with their husbands next time and try the food with us.
Yeah, they came in and Chef Mike showed them around. Also brought the boys down there. Cole and Dylan were with us. So they got to go in the walk-in freezer, and it was 35 degrees, and we got to see the progress and everything. We took a picture out by the smokers, but it's probably a good time for us to do the contest.
Yeah.
Right? So speaking of the smokers, tradition when you open a barbecue restaurant is to name the smokers, right, babe?
Right.
So we're doing a contest, and the prize is we're going to pick 3 winners to come to the restaurant with Kelly and I and have some awesome Texas barbecue.
Menu.
Yeah, open that menu up. Awesome Texas barbecue, smoked right there.
This weekend, we're going to go down and do a taste test for our signature cocktails.
We're going to have signature cocktails.
So we'll let you have all the drinks and the food, and all you got to do is help us name the smokers.
Yeah, that's the contest. So send we have 3 smokers, so we need a name for each smoker.
And we get some really good ones.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people submit names.
It's going to be hard.
Because it's kind of fun. So you can submit 1, 2, or 3, whatever you want, but we're probably going to pick
3 different winners.
3 different winners.
Yeah.
But
unless you're just so incredibly brilliant and you win it all.
Yeah. But put your creative hat on, and we've gotten like last podcast I said, well, someone submitted Larry as one of the names, which is cute. Which is cute, but it could be anything, really. And I don't want to give any of them away, but
you gave away Larry, so don't suggest that.
Well, she's got Larry, the listener that emailed me last week has Larry. But yeah, email your submission to podcast@kellyanallen.com. And you have until September 18th.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. September 18th.
Yeah.
And 3 winners. You're going to get your name up there on the smoker with the winning name. And if you live out of state or out of the DFW area, you can totally enter. You may even win. But you got to get to Dallas to go to Oak. We can't get you to Dallas.
We'd love to have pockets that deep, but Alan keeps giving all of his money away to people in parking lots.
Well,
so we can't afford to fly you here.
I guess I'm a sucker. Right?
I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so get those in, and it's going to be fun, and we can't wait to hang out all of our spare time at the restaurant, because that means that's less time for me in the kitchen here. Isn't it true, honey?
Oh, and Mike or Chef was telling us that when we open, you can order online, and you can have it delivered or shipped.
You can ship.
Yeah.
So even if you, you can order like around the holidays and stuff.
You want a smoked turkey? Order it online.
You can order it from us. That'll be fun.
That would be fun.
Another thing that I was telling you about, I'm excited about Oak Barbecue, but, we can't go out every single night. We eat in a lot.
Yes,
and, have you been seeing those commercials for Freshly? It's so funny. This woman is like, what is this Freshly? And she tries it. It's the meal delivery service. She's like, honey, this is so good. You know what this means? We never have to cook again. That's the delivery service that we tried. And Alan is going to tell you the truth. I love this stuff. Isn't that when I eat those frozen entrees?
Oh, gosh.
I am like, oh my gosh, Alan. It's 3 minutes in the microwave. And I take it out, and
she goes on and on and on.
I go on and on and on about it. It's so good. It's the meal delivery service. If you're wondering if those commercials are legit, and if you don't believe them, believe me. I'm telling you, this stuff is so good. It takes 3 minutes, and they say on the box, it's like, the chef recommends you plate it. I'm like, I ain't even caring about it looking that fancy. I just eat it straight out of the container. It's so good. Not only that, they do take your dietary considerations. I told them, I said, can we kind of go back on the carbs? I'm trying to just do a little less carbs. I'm not doing anything crazy. And that's what I was able to get with Freshly. I don't have to go to the grocery store. I'm getting fully prepared meals delivered fresh. They are not frozen, right to your door. And you can order however many meals you want that week. You could order like 6 meals a week or 12 meals a week, whatever, if you're feeding for 2 or just for yourself. So just imagine healthy, better for you, golden oven fried chicken, creamy springtime risotto, fall apart tender beef brisket. And those are just a few of the more than 30 health conscious options to choose from. I love them. I want you to give them a try.
And you can give them a try, and you can join almost 1.5 million satisfied customers and skip the shopping, prepping, cooking, and cleanup. Freshly is offering our listeners $40 off for their first 2 orders at freshly.com/Lovin. That's freshly.com/Lovin.
And it's Lovin. Like a sandwich and some lovin'.
That's right.
You're about to say something. Honey.
Yeah, I forgot to mention for the contest to send us your submission to podcast@kellyandallen.com.
Oh, yeah.
And also you have to follow Oat Barbecue on Instagram. It's at OAKDBBQ. So follow them on Instagram. We also have a Facebook page. So follow them on Facebook too. And we hope you're already following A Sandwich and Some Lovin' on Instagram and Facebook. So
We hope so.
easy, fun contest.
All right, honey. Well, thank you for doing this podcast with me.
Oh.
Thank you for the entertainment, for the impersonations. They were just, they brought me back to a night when we used to be able to go out to nightclubs and sit around in smoky rooms and drink cocktails and laugh at that comedian that does funny voices. You brought me back to that moment.
Did I?
Thank you for that.
I only did one voice.
No, you did like 4, but that's fine. And, but we love that. We love that.
Corona.
I'm going to go try to kill a mosquito now because, again, this entire podcast, that's all I thought about is there's a mosquito flying out around my kitchen waiting to suck on me. And I'm not about to go to sleep with that possibility lingering in the air.
I'm just curious if you slap it, if it keeps sucking.
I don't understand why you say that.
Hey, Kelly. Hello. Are you there?
Who is this again?
Hey, Kelly, this is Sean.
Oh, my gosh. Another impersonation.
Yeah, well, this is El Presidente. I've been watching you guys on YouTube record the podcast. And, well, first of all, you guys went over an hour today.
Eesh. Oh, sorry, Sean.
Tell that numbskull Allen that, you gotta nip that in the bud. I mean, you gotta slay. How many spots? You got 3 spots. You need to do about 10 minutes next time, okay?
All right, thank you, El Presidente.
Okay, well, you don't call. I hate that nickname. You need to nip that in the bud. That bullshit in the bud.
Why are you cussing? That's not right.
Well, okay. I thought I was George for a second.
No.
Okay, well, bye, Kelly.
Thank you, El Presidente.
Oh,
God, I thought we were wrapping this up.
All right, babe.
He went from like so sick. I don't feel good.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I can do the podcast tonight. And I can't get him to go now.
Hey.
Hey, what?
Nothing. I tell you, when my
hey, what?
Hey, when it's time to do a podcast, I dig deep.
You did.
I don't gyp the listener.
No, you
like
didn't.
some people.
You didn't.
Like some people, not you, but some people do. Some people gyp the listener. I'm not going to ever gyp.
Nobody's accusing anybody of that tonight.
I'm not going to ever gyp the listener.
All right.
I champion the listener.
Okay, babe.
Okay. Well, I love you desperately.
Love you.
Love our listeners desperately.
Mm-hmm.
I love Oat Barbecue Restaurant desperately.
Ooh, okay.
But I'm sure we'll podcast again real soon.
Yep.
And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, I can tell when you're trying to.
I need to go.
You're trying to hook me off of here.
Come on.
Life is good when you have a good sandwich.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
God knows.
What?
You just wouldn't stop.
Hey. Focus groups say they want content.
What focus groups?
They want.
We haven't done any focus groups.
Hey, Kelly, this is Bill. We've done focus groups. Focus groups show a lot of things. Right now they show a lot of things. Thank you, Stacy H. Appreciate that. I can't find my adapter, guys. I don't know how I'm gonna get this thing uploaded, but
what's an adapter?
It's my dongle. I need my dongle, my little dongle. If I can't find my dongle, you know what? I'll just do it on your laptop. I don't have to find my dongle. Yeah, nip that in the bud. Yeah, tell that jack nut to quit doing an hour and 5 minutes. Kelly, this is El Presidente, Sean. And I think we'll
I'm gonna go.
What? Wait, what?
I can't think with you doing bits.
Wait,
I can't.
Where are you going?
I've got things to do.
Oh, come on.
You entertain everybody else. They love it.
Where are you going?
I can't think when you talking.
Come on, bacon needs eggs. Come on. A washer needs a dryer. What happened? All right, guys. I guess I've wore out my welcome. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true, Michael. Mosquitoes causing her a lot of personal anxiety. All right, guys. Well, thank you, Stacy H. Appreciate you. You people like you and Michael and Mel, Julie. And Julie piled on me last was it last week? She dogpiled me last week. I don't know, Alberto. I'm just chopped liver. I'm just hey, look who it is. Look who it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, on National Dog Day. Here, come here. Oh. Look at it. Oh. Look at the donut. So donut, look at this. Oh. Oh. You don't like it when I hold you like that? Look how sweet she is. So it's a donut. Oh, Larry. Oh, what's the matter, Larry? Here, see if I can get them both. Come here, bub. Come on. Come here. Whoa, you okay? Come here. Uh-oh. Come here, bub. It's a little high for Larry. Come here. Chop. Can't do it. Here. Ah. Oh. There we go. There we go. They're both wheels off. Like, let me go. I don't like this position. There's Larry. No, it's better. It's like, just happy to be out. Okay. Happy National Dog Day. They want to go. They want to go play. They don't want me to hold them. I don't understand your message, Bethany. Do I need to Facebook and it post tonight? Oh, you want to post about it? I think is what you're saying. IG. Oh, and IG. I gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. I wasn't mowing what you were growing. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go watch some TV. So we'll see you guys soon. We'll see you on the socials, and we'll see you next week, I am sure. Oh, Larry's having an issue out there. Yeah, National Dog Day. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll talk to you soon.